to Body Bags. I'm your Thursday reviewer, Chris, from Chrisb Movies. And you know my name is Chris, and you know I love B-movies. So the film I'm going to be reviewing, albeit a very short film, 21 minutes and 26 seconds long, is a film from 1929 from the collaborative efforts of world-famous painter Salvador Dali and Spanish filmmaker and artist extraordinaire Luis Buñuel, who has made such films as The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie, The Exterminating Angel, and Belle du Jour, all wonderful films. This is a film based on their dreams. And the film is titled Chien, Andalou, which translates into an Andalusian dog. Now, to note, there is no Andalusian dogs in this film. It is just a film based on two artists' dreams. Now, a film you also cannot analyze, because when you dream, you are the producer, you are the director, you are the artist. Your dreams are your dreams. But the underlying theme of your dreams, well, do you really know it? What is it based on? Only you, the individual, can come up with that. But as in all true art, as also in this film, Chien, Andalou, you can come up with your own idea of what it's about, of what this painting is about, of what this movie is about. It's a film that Luis Buñuel and Salvador Dali would not want anyone to analyze. Because could they analyze our dreams? So what makes us think that we can analyze their dreams? Very important. But as in all art, and because I'm an analyzer, and because I review movies, and because I love to review movies, I did analyze a certain bit. It almost seems like a destructive relationship with a boy and his family. A boy who has seen a father gouge out his mom's eyeballs, and that scene is pretty intense, especially for 1929, it was way ahead of its time. And there are other scenes of a woman with a cane poking a hand, while the cops are holding back the pedestrians around. And there's a hand that has a hole in it with ants crawling around. And then there's a girl whose armpit hairs are showing, and then it turns into part of nature. And these are all the things that you can get from Chien, Andalou. But whatever you analyze from this film, whatever you come up with, can you be right? Can you be wrong? It's a film that can't be analyzed because it's based on other people's dreams. And it's a film that means absolutely nothing, no symbolism whatsoever. Although as people, we try to symbolize things. We try to figure things out. You know, a young kid went up to David Lynch and he said, "What's Eraserhead about?" And David Lynch looked at him and said, "What do you think Eraserhead's about?" And the kid's like, "Well, it seems like it's about a guy slowly going mad." He's like, "Then you're right." Whatever you get from this film, you're right. So again, Chien, Andalou, it's a wonderful short, and it's way ahead of its time. Like I say, there's a scene with a guy gouging out a woman's eyeball, which means, to me, a son looking and seeing this, which was actually a dead calf's eyeball. So if you're ever going to take a trivia, that's exactly what it was. And then the man with an open hand with a hole in, with ants crawling around, and the man was he's just staring at his hand, seeing the ants crawling around. I mean, what would you get from that? From watching a film like that, what would you get from that, other than the intense scene of a man has a hole in and ants are crawling around? Pretty buggy scene, if you know what I mean. And then a scene where the hand's on the ground, a woman's poking it. A very intense scene, and way ahead of its time. Especially for 1929, when things like that were not really shown. It's a silent film, it's black and white, it's abstract, it's wonderful. There's also a scene where the guy is trying to fondle a woman, and the woman keeps running away from him, and at one point he grabs two bedposts with two dead donkeys on it. And then there's two men underneath the bed being dragged along by this man. Now what would you get from that? Whatever it is, you're right. And that's what Salvador Dali and Luis Buñuel would let you know. That's what David Lynch would let you know. See, David Lynch was really inspired by these films. You can see inspiration from Chien and Andalou in Eraserhead and Mulholland Drive. And there's an episode of The Sopranos where Tony's dreaming, and it pays reference to Chien and Andalou. Well, there's an Andalusian dog barking next to me. And the Pixies had a song, Debaser, which is one of my favorite songs. And it's all inspired by this movie, Chien and Andalou. It's a wonderful short. I have the DVD, it's over there. And the DVD looks wonderful. But you can also see it on YouTube, and it's right in back of me right now. I wouldn't miss this one if you like abstract filmmaking. If you like experimental filmmaking, like the Brakhage guy. You will love this film. Actually, his name's Stanley Brakhage, and I highly recommend you getting the Criterion set because his films are wonderful. A lot of inspirations come from this short. If you've never seen An Andalusian Dog, Chien and Andalou, I highly recommend you checking out this movie. It has wonderful music that accompanies a film that's very dark in nature, but it's just about two artists' dreams brought to life. You know, many Stephen King films were based on Stephen King's nightmares. We've all had dreams, but can we all look at our dreams and figure them out? Sometimes we can, sometimes you can't. What does your dream symbolize? This is a movie that you sit back and enjoy the wonderful filmmaking, which is a true another classic film. And this is it, Chien and Andalou from 1929. So check it out on YouTube or buy the DVD. You can't go wrong. And this is really good for repeat viewing. If you want to see a classic movie from 1929 that was so ahead of its time, this is a film. This is a film that inspired Eraserhead and a lot of David Lynch's films. So please check it out. And in my estimations, this was the beginning of what we like to call gore, especially the eye-gouging scene. Oh yeah, like I said, so ahead of its time. I give this movie a perfect 5 out of 5. 5 being tops, 1 being the worst. This is a perfect 5. This is a movie that still holds up well today. You know, I'm a huge fan of silent films, and this is one of my all-time favorite silent films. So check out Chien and Andalou, and right here is an Andalusian pug. Oh yeah, this is my B movies. So don't forget to watch those late-night horror movies or Chien and Andalou. Put on your latest fright rags, but don't forget to tune in to another episode of the show we call Body Bags. Please subscribe to Body Bags channel, and of course, Chrisb Movies. So check you out next Thursday, and check out Chien and Andalou, an Andalusian dog. Later, dudes.